welcome back to another video on the NZDayTrading101 channel. I'm Shami, and today I'm just going to talk to you about something called HOTLISTS. So what are HOTLISTS on TradingView? So basically HOTLISTS, you get to see your percentage change gainers, your volume gainers, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So these HOTLISTS are located on, so you need to have a TradingView account with that one. So I've just got TradingView open here right now, and as you can see on my right here, if I just hover my mouse over this little flame symbol, this is what you call the HOTLIST. So basically to get that, because it should be done on desktop, so this is just my you have your normal watch list and stuff, but at one point I thought about writing down every single stock in New Zealand, and just go down and kind of see which one is kind of trendy. But this is a much easier way to do that. So let's take a look. So basically to get a hot list, you just press the hot list right now, and then you have all the kind of the different sort of the countries here, and you just go to New Zealand, and with New Zealand, see there's volume gainers, percentage change gainers, and all that. So what I actually like to use, I like to use the percentage change gainers, just to show me which stocks are trending higher, and probably the volume gainers as well. So here we go. So if you just go to percentage change gainers, and then you'll see a list of stocks up here. So I'll just close that one. And on the percentage change gainers, this is a good way to see if you got the live NZX data feed, and so you're paid for obviously the live data, then as soon as the market opens at 10, you'll get to see which stocks kind of come up on your percentage change gainers. You'll be like, all right, this stock is going up today, because sometimes it's hard to find stocks that are going up at 10 o'clock, because when you go on the NZX, the NZX releases the price and percentage gainers updates at about 10:20. And you could have traded stocks between 10 and 10:20, so it's good. So this is another way to kind of know the fastest. It's the fastest way to know which stocks are going up. So, and another thing is also to create a watch list for next day. So I'll just take you guys through something that you guys can do if you want to be a bit more proactive and just see what stocks are going up the next day or not. So this list right here, this is stocks that went up on Friday. Also, I have to mention that this percentage change gain doesn't show you all the stocks on the NZX, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's right. It shows you a majority of them, and yeah, and it's a good quick way to kind of see is just kind of hitting the shift, and you can see multiple charts and stuff. So this is basic charting. So this is a good way to see what stocks are going up for the next day, what stocks are looking like breaking out, what stocks that we should stay away from, and stuff like that. So basically, if I went from the top, so we had this ERD one, so E-Road. So this is a stock that exploded higher. So okay, so it's broken out higher. Can it continue higher? So that's our biggest question. Can it continue higher? So for me, I personally want to trade ERD, and the reason for that is because if I look at the market depth here, what's this, $2,900 worth? Well, this guy's selling $1,500 worth. Yeah, it's just not enough liquidity for me. So if I wanted to get in and out of the stock, I couldn't do that with a large amount of shares. But you can do it with $1,000. So I personally will stay away from it. And you can probably see the recent trades as well. It's only 83 shares. So this is what you call a stock that's probably not a good stock to trade, and simply because it's just not liquid enough for us. So there's not much on-market shares to kind of buy and sell. So yeah. So if you go to the next one, so here we go. So we have Port of Tauranga. They had a huge boost higher, which is good. So as you can see, it kind of broke that sort of previous. It hit that high point over here, went down, went back up, and then kind of just exploded higher. So exploded higher quite quick, and it's a nice full-bodied candle as well. So for you guys that don't know, a candlestick basically means if the candlestick is green, it means that the stock is opened here at the bottom of the box right here at 7:36, and it's closed higher at 8:09. And these little wicks here, the wicks at the bottom, that's the lowest point to win to, and there's also the highest point to win to. So if you see on a daily chart that the stock has a nice, nice bold sort of nice full looking candle, and it closes higher, that means it's probably likely to go up the next day. But just like everything in the trading world, nothing is guaranteed. So majority of the time, we use probability. So the best way to have a trading approach to everything is just like use, we never say this will go up, that will go up. It's more like this has a high probability of going up, or I've seen this happen before, this is most likely to go up. So definitely we work in probabilities here. So yeah. So this is probably something I'll be watching tomorrow. How maybe. Let's have a look. So if we go here and enter Porta Tauranga, all right. And as you can see, there's no shares here. So there's basically no one to. So basically the sellers aren't there for us to buy shares. So this is another stock that we can't trade. And I know a lot of traders out there, or a lot of investors must get frustrated when they want to buy shares, but there's nothing to buy or no one's selling. And this happens quite a lot in stocks like these. So these type of stocks are very hard to trade because you need that liquidity. And in order to see if the stock is liquid, you need to be able to check market depth to see is there heaps of buyers, is there heaps of sellers. So at this point, that's not the case. So probably want to be trading that. Next one, Sky City. I think that's currently halted at the moment because they're doing like a placement or something. Let's have a look. Alrighty. So as you can see, there's lots of liquidity here. So this is after hours sort of market depth. So after hours market depth differs from market depth during the trading day. So it's much more better to check the market depth during the trading day. So I'm just using this as an example for you guys that want to use HOTLIST and want to check shares at 10 o'clock. Also this stuff here, as you can see, you have this huge buying that happens after 5. So it's like huge institutional investors that do kind of off-market transactions. So that's people that, this is where the big money is. The big money is just going behind stocks like Sky City, and they want to the reason why they do that off-market is they don't want to kind of make the price fluctuate too much. So they do it at the end of the day off-market. All right, going back. So if we continue on, all right, AIA. What's that? Auckland Airport. Yep. So for me, it's not showing really a pattern. Yeah, so we had that sort of a flat top breakout kind of here and trended higher. Went up to this point here, went back down, and now it's kind of holding there. So had a nice full body candle. This can probably head higher. Let's have a look at. Let's have a look there. So also, I'm not really a fan of stocks that have a big spread, 674, 685, what's that, 75 to 85, it's like nearly a 11-cent spread. So you want something that's kind of like $1.23 or $1.24 kind of thing, but just to keep like an orderly orderly price action. So basically an orderly flow up and down. So yeah. So obviously we'd have to see what the market depth looks like on the trading day. So tomorrow when you go into it, we'll be like, all right, let's have a look. Is the buying, is there more buyers, is there less sellers? Yeah. So continuing on, then we have Circa, one of my favorite stocks. Already done its flat top breakout, went to a high point, boom, would have sold there, come back down. Looks like it's consolidating a little bit, probably not ready to go anywhere. And it's probably quite slimly traded at the moment. So 15,000, 19. Yeah, it's a pretty good stock to trade at the moment. If the what do you call it? If the spread tightens up a little bit. So 1 cent. Again, we like to look for 1 to 2 cent spreads. It just means that you can manage your risk really well. You're not prone to huge swings, swings up and down. So because when you get those huge swings up and down, you can make a lot of money, but at the same time, it's just like you can lose a lot of money as well. So that's the reason I like to stay away from stocks that have like a large spread. Cool. So we're gonna keep running down. You see this one here, MEL. It's a free tapper, so basically 1, 2, 3, sort of drying up their resistance. could likely to head higher. Let's have a look. So stocks behave in different ways. There's some stocks that can be like that are much more better for trading, and some stocks that aren't. It also depends on the industry as well. Like you see, like real estate stocks, they're probably not good stocks to trade. And the best stocks to trade are always probably technology stocks. Look out for those tech stocks, and stocks that have a lot of hype behind it, like marijuana stocks, because you want like a lot of retail investors in the stock, but at the same time you want a lot of investor interest, meaning that you want you know, people that want to just like, all right, marijuana is going to blow up in the future, we're going to invest now. And also you want a stock to be releasing good news as well, so stocks that act positively to news. Stocks that are really in energy, they're quite like matured in the market. They've probably been around a long time, I don't know. So, but you want stocks to have a long-term trend from the start. So if I go back here, yes, look at this stock. So this stock's been around since looks like it IPO'd in 6 May 2015. Since then, it's just been exploding higher. And then, you know, you had this kind of upwards phase here. It's pretty good. Then you had a dip here and went back out, and you had the coronavirus dip there. So it looks like this stock could probably start to trend higher. It's soaked up resistance. So it's had 1, 2, 3. So it's probably likely to break that sort of $5, that $5 channel. And remember, guys, that whole numbers are very important. Like, you know, $1, $2, $3, $4. These whole numbers, like prices trade really well around these. So stocks trade really well around these whole numbers. I'm not too sure why, but they just do, because psychologically in our minds, like good support and good resistance levels are built around $4, $5, these whole numbers. So yeah. Let's have a look. So we'll just go to MEL, $5. So there's no support around $5 at the moment. There was a lot of buying at 502 off market. So there's some support builds tomorrow, and then we'll check it out and have a look. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and it's not ready to break out yet. So just got to keep an eye on these sort of things. What's the next one? Here we go. So this looks like a good stock. However, it has to be a good stock on the market depth too, because there's no point saying the stock is good, but we don't even. But then we look on the market depth and we see there's no liquidity. So what was the stock? It was like POT, I think. POT. Port of Tauranga. There we go. See, another stock that's probably not liquid. So if we look tomorrow and we see that the price is kind of, if we look tomorrow and we see the market depth is kind of sellers starting to form and like buyers starting to form and everything like that, and it kind of will make it much more easier for us to trade it. So right now it's in a solid uptrend. So again, guys, like the market depth, I'm looking at it after hours. So it's better to look at it during the day, the actual trading day. Cool, then we keep going around. So I wouldn't even look at market depth normally during this time. I normally just go through stocks. So when I look at stocks, I'm just like, all right, sweet, that's up, no pattern, no pattern, no pattern, no pattern. So this one I'll be like, all right, sweet, it's going for like a flat top breakout kind of thing, maybe. This one's trending higher. Nope, nope. This one's looking good. SML. Like, all right, it's a free tapper. 1, 2, 3. Looks like it'll break this and go higher. So I'll put that on my watch list. And then where are we? So where do we go? Simulate ADA. Whoops. Yeah, someone said, all right, it's kind of consolidating. SCL. What's this one? Scalar up. Yeah, this one's looking like it's going for sort of, you know, the 90 EMA is curling upwards. Yes, this could be one that could probably continue to go higher. Nope. Push by holdings. Already know on market there's not much shares available, so we'll see a bit of a dip back from 869 to 824. So let's have a look at the 15-minute chart. So another good thing to do is to always line your, to find stocks to trade. If you guys, it depends. If you're swing trading, then definitely look at the daily charts. Daily charts are really good. And a lot of these stocks, you know, they're like New Zealand market, like it is harder to find stocks to day trade. I was against swing trading before, but like now I'm starting to see that, you know, there's a lot of potential in swing trading as long as you can manage your risk and find the right stocks to trade, because again, you don't want to get into a stock and the next day it just falls like 10%. So And this one had a huge boost at about 12 o'clock. So I've actually noticed this as well, that every day at about 12, you just see these huge spikes in price sometimes. So there could be some buying happening on market at 12 or something, something we can take advantage of. Don't know. Cool, so let's go back to the daily chart. So what's this one? Mercury. You know, where those new fresh stocks, you know, like those, where those circos at, where those zeros at, you know, you're looking for those tech stocks. And yeah, this is another one. This one's continuing higher slowly, so this is probably a good stock to probably swing trade higher. Had a little bit of a, I didn't personally trade this one, but told my dad to trade it. I was like, oh, it's looking like a flat top breakout here, just getting around here. So he got around there, and you know, he's kind of I just told him to take it out. I was like, you know, I mean, you can. The thing is, like, you could let this one run as well, but if this is a slow runner, it's like you could be making, since we only have so much capital, it's just like, again, we're not investors, like, we can let it ride, but it's that saying it's going up too slow. It's just like gains can be made elsewhere. So instead of having your money stuck in something, you can just, you know, it's going up too slow, you made a little bit, right, sweet, I'm going to go into another stock that's pumping up even more. So, yeah, anyways, moving on. Nope. PGW, nope. STG, nope. Alright, so back, so yeah. So let's look at that, yes, look at some of the, these are the volume gainers. So this is where the institutional volume is. So, you know, this is your big companies like, you know, your Sky City, Spark, AIA, IFT. Where's the big money going? So, yeah. Cool. So that's just a little about the hot list. Yeah, for you guys that are using these charts, like if you guys want to sign up to these charts, I think you can get a free $30 if you sign up using my link below in the description. There's so many cool things you can do with these charts as well. Like something very interesting for people like that are into like quantitative finance and all that type of stuff is like seeing historical data, like strategies that have worked in the past. I mean, I have looked at a few of them, and to me, it's just like, you know, trading, like, you know, trading physically in the market rather than like using the algorithm. I feel is much better because the market's always changing stuff. Also execution and all that type of stuff. So if I look at a strategy like let's see, what's the strategy? So I'll teach you guys how to look for strategy. So let's see. So the RSI, the Relative Strength Index strategy. Cool. So this is like a strategy tester. So these things kind of tell you like, you know, get in here, get out there, get in here, get out there kind of thing. And also you can see the performance as well. So you can go in here and you can just, you know, what's your initial capital? So say mine's like 10,000 and my order size will be like, I don't know, I probably took 10,000 at once in a stock. Pyramiding just means like, pyramid just means that, you know, if it does go down soon, we'll just buy some more kind of thing. So if you just want to buy it once. So I'm just doing just like a random sort of thing. So, all right, here we go. And then, so this strategy is 64% profitable on this particular stock here, right here. So, which is pretty good. So it's closed 51 trades. But the thing is, these strategies, sometimes they go short and long. And the thing is, we only want to go long because we can't short. So, here's a sort of a list of trades. So here's a list of trades. But this backdates all the way to like 1996. So I think I can probably, I don't know how to change all that. But like I say, I don't really do this type of stuff. Like I just stick to my physical sort of thing. So here's something that happened on, here's a trade that this would have gone long on. So it was on the 1st of the 4th. So 1st April. So they basically told us to go long here, and then we went long there, and then on the 6th, 10th of the 6th up here is when it told us to get out. So basically, as you can see, it got in at 342 and X along at 399. and then what it does is it kind of switches to short. So obviously, if you look here, it's just kind of switched to short over here, and how much we would have made from this? See, this kind of stuff is quite interesting to see. So for you guys who have a lot of time, just like play around with this type of stuff, you might, get a strategy that works really well for you. So just don't know. And yeah, so here's how much money we would have made off this one if we followed this strategy. So if you just followed the strategy, it would have been, yeah. So all good. All right, guys. So that's probably the end of the video right now. If you enjoyed this video, please like my channel. Also subscribe, like the video. And then if you guys have any questions, just pop it down in the comment section below. Appreciate all the supports. And if you have any messages and stuff, just hit me up on the direct message on Instagram at NZDayTrader. And I'll see you guys for the next video.